Okay, so finally you're on maintenance and you can drink again. So how does alcohol work? It's kind of tricky because alcohol, when you drink it, you will get your cravings back. And I mean full-on cravings, white-knuckling, nightmare cravings. I've been on plan 15 years. When I drink, without exception, every single time I wake up and I want pancakes. Every time. And I never want pancakes when I'm not drinking. So there's a couple things. So first of all, it's important to know that alcohol will cause cravings. But alcohol, the reason I allow it versus you'll never eat sugar and flour again is even though they both cause cravings, sugar and flour are food, and you can always make exceptions to do it again in this situation or that situation, where alcohol is entertainment. And so I allow alcohol as an entertainment, even though it causes cravings. But you've been on plan so long, and I've told you, and I'm telling you now, that alcohol will cause cravings. So in the morning when I wake up and I'm craving pancakes, I know it's because of the alcohol. So I know that once I get up, if I have my eYou smoothie, the cravings will go away. Because I know that. You know, if I was drinking alcohol from the beginning, I would drink alcohol, I would have the cravings, and I would eat like I was used to eating. Now I have this habit of not eating. So I know that. But be aware that alcohol will cause those cravings, first of all. But they'll go away as soon as you have your normal breakfast. Second thing to keep in mind is you might have weight gain. But again, you're weighing every 7 days. So if you find yourself up 3 pounds, you know, you're back on plan for 28 days, meaning you can't drink. So it's going to self-correct itself. So that's the second thing to keep in mind. The third thing to keep in mind, this is rare, but it happens. Some people use alcohol for food. You'll know if this is the case if, for instance, you've never been a drinker and all of a sudden you find yourself drinking 2 or 3 glasses of wine a night for no reason. Not because it's a party, not because you're having a dinner with your husband, but you just want to drink. It's a way to get the sugar. It's a way to eat. It's a way to ingest sugar. If you're doing that, then that's a more serious conversation that you probably need to call me for. Because it probably means you're using the alcohol as food, as a way to ingest sugar. So you're using it in an addictive manner. And I don't mean you're an alcoholic. I mean you're using it for your food addiction. You're using the you're using the alcohol to get your sugar because you can't have cake. Some people do. And unfortunately, if that's your case, you'll probably have to give up alcohol. And we can talk about it. But normally what happens for most of the skinny girls is you can drink, you'll have the cravings, but you'll know that the cravings are coming from this and you have your smoothie and you'll be fine. But it will make it harder, but you get the benefit of occasionally being able to drink. So it's a way of, this is a one place where you can kind of moderate and you can gain control. You can say, okay, well, I have cravings. You know, I'm drinking this alcohol, it's making me want to eat these foods, but I don't have to eat them. And now you're in the habit of not eating them. So you're able to say no. The worst possible case scenario is that the alcohol drives you to eat the food again. Because once you start eating the food again, then you're gone. Then we're in big trouble. So that's why we have to moderate it very carefully. So if you find yourself in a position where you're drinking more than you think you should be, it's probably an excuse to get the food. It's an excuse to get the sugar. And in that case, that's a more serious conversation.